Titus here. Welcome again. This is number 11 in our series on When Leaders Live Together. Hope you've enjoyed it. Number 11, the theme for number 11 in our book is caution zone. Watch for those red flags. Very, very important to watch for the red flags. When the men are working at the side of the road and telling you to slow down, it means just pay attention. And there are red flags in marriage. I want to mention some for men. Debbie will do the flip side of that, mention some of the red flags for women. Now, these are things that you know because they're things that you do that you know are already cautionary, that you need to be careful. Because if you don't pay attention to the red flag, there's potential danger on the other side of the red flag. So in every marriage, there are danger signs, there are red flags that I want you to be really, really cautious about. And I'll just take myself as an illustration, then you can fill in the blanks as it relates to you. I don't work off hours, after hours when there are women personnel in the office. I don't stay behind when the only persons there is another woman and myself. I don't take even secretarial help. We don't go out for lunch together. I don't get rides home from them. I don't receive correspondence from anybody. My wife is the only one, if it's a woman, that I receive correspondence from. Now we got to really watch, by the way, Facebook. You know, these innocuous things that start so innocently are not innocuous at all. So there are red flags that you are required, because I'm a pastor and a counselor. I don't counsel with the door closed. With a woman that is in there, I leave the door open if that is the situation. Otherwise, I just will not counsel women. We've got to be so cautious. We have to be so cautious and above board. Do you realize that Billy Graham and the stance that he took as a young evangelist, that he would never stay in a hotel room by himself? He would have somebody watching him at all times so that nobody could ever accuse him of having a woman in his room. Do you realize that he's one of the few evangelists in the nation, for sure, maybe the world, that has not been caught up in some kind of a scandal, and many of it relating to women or involving women? Another scandalous area is money. We really have to be very, very cautious. And our word, the integrity of our word. Secrets. Let me mention secrets to you, men, because secrets are a big deal for men. I don't know why it is, but men really are prone to keeping secrets, to doing things that are secret agendas, keeping it quiet. Maybe we don't want our wives to know. Well, if our wife cannot know, you can count on it, it's wrong. It's probably not just wrong, it's probably sin too. Please be aware of the deadly dangers, the red flags of secrets. Another red flag that I want to mention is superactivity, hyperactivity, where we're continually gone all the time. I'm just gone so much of the time on trips or away from my family. This is very, very unhealthy. Change jobs if you need to, so that you can be around your family, so you can spend time together, so you can sit together on the sofa. Whenever you're together, you're holding hands, you're together, you're walking together. Don't let other activities, including sports activities, begin to undermine, steal the time that she needed to have with you and that you needed to have with her. These are some of the caution areas, becoming too close to people. Familiarity. Some couples will do this. They'll become so familiar with each other that pretty soon this husband says to that other man's wife, well, you're more like me than my wife is like me. Or she will say, you understand me and your husband doesn't. Or you will make cryptic remarks that are critical of your spouse. These are all red signs. These are red ants. These are very destructive. These are very, very deadly. Come on, this is a caution zone. Change it. I want to mention one last thing before I finish this particular chapter, and that is divorce. I think divorce is a dirty word, frankly. We don't even say it in our household. We will not even utter the word divorce in our household. It is not something I will entertain. If you've been divorced, I don't want you to feel condemned. But if you are married, I want you to understand, don't even entertain it. Don't say the words, and don't use them as a threat. I'm going to divorce you if you don't do this. These words are literally stricken from our vocabulary. They're red flags, and we're not going to use them. Anyway, we got only one more session. I'm excited to see you next week for the final week of this particular session on When Leaders Live Together. It's going to be an awesome time. Don't miss it, because these will be my summation, final words of everything that we discussed for the past 12 weeks. I suspect it might be a pretty good topic for us to tune in on. I love you. Talk to you later.